Okay, that works. What's up, guys? It's me, Roswell Munchausen, and this is actually a re-upload to my previous theory because I didn't like the way it sounded. I was stuttering a whole lot more than what I used to do, and I didn't like it. So in this case, this is a complete re-upload, and I'm actually going to talk about the things that I forgot to talk about in the original version. So first off, I just want to say that, as you guys know, last week it was a huge KOF boom. 4 KOF trailers came out. One for Antonov, the story, Team China, and the KOF station video. So 4 trailers came out last week for the King of Fighters 14, and all of it was great. Watched it all, and it was epic, and I'm getting more and more excited, and I'm getting more and more pumped. Now, as you guys know, the story trailer gave us into detail about some things that would be going on. It introduced us to the final boss, actually. Gave us a quick glimpse at what this new boss looked like, and as y'all know, it's a demon that can that can manipulate dimensions and time and bring other people from other dimensions and time periods into KOF's current time set, such as Nakuru, who's from, I think timeline-wise, in Samurai Showdown, either from the 1600s or I think 1600s, like feudal Japan era, but I can't exactly remember when that is. So I think it's like 1600 and something, I believe. If I'm correct, I'm not quite sure. Don't quote me on that. Can't remember, but it has been confirmed through KOF Maximum Impact 2, though, that Samurai Showdown and KOF do in fact share the same world, since Hanzo Hattori made an appearance in the game. And in his bio it said that he fought Jivatma, that game's villain, back in the Samurai Showdown time period. So those two games do coincide with each other. But Mui Mui and Skylove do come from totally different dimensions and totally different worlds in this case. But you know, just a whole lot's been revealed to us. SNK has been trying to cover up a whole lot of different things, like they said that the King of Dinosaurs wasn't Tizok, but yet, thanks to a friend of mine, Rayon Bomber, showed me this link. Well, I'm not gonna make the link appear because I don't have it right now. But it gave me a link that showed Terry referring to King of Dinosaurs as Tizok, saying that he's never fought a dinosaur before. He said, "Can't wait for your next costume change." So, good job, SNK. You kind of failed to cover that one up. But they also stated that the Orochi clan is dead, and that is also not true, because for a clan to be truly dead, all members of it have to have died off, and they obviously didn't, because we still have Iori Yagami, Leona, Mature, Vice, and Yamazaki, and as I stated, Chris is still around too, because Orochi was using his body in the final battle of King of Fighters 97, and he went to sleep in Chris's body while Chris was still possessed by him. So Chris did not die. He went to a hibernated state and got trapped in Orochi's dimension. And I still say the same goes with Yashiro and Shermie. Now, people say they may have sacrificed themselves, but did confirm with Chizuru that she in fact did seal away Chris and Orochi, so we know Chris is definitely alive. And I personally believe that Yashiro and Shermie just passed out due to the fact that was their first time using the Rite of Blood. So, yeah. So no comments on that, really. But my theory isn't on them right now. My theory is on who is this new final boss and what does he have planned into the story. Now, one of the comments I made a while back is the fact that this boss may end up bringing back Orochi, because as we all know, Orochi seems to be awakened or stirred from his sleep whenever a whole lot of power gathers into one place and conflicts with each other. Saki knew this because he had that stadium in KOF 13 built on top of the ground that Orochi was sealed on. So yeah, it's pretty well known for some of the villains that enough power will make Orochi awaken. And in this case, this demon thing is spewing all types of power out. It alone just causing such a large power surge that is it trying to awaken Orochi by itself? Because it looks like it has the capability. I mean, let's just take a look. And that still hurts. Oh, look at that. Look at all those demons and all that power. Oh, crap. Alright, so we just saw all those demons flying around and so much power coming from this one lone character. That makes me wonder, is he trying to awaken Orochi by himself? Is this thing tied to Orochi, or is it a whole different thing in general? Now, that's some of the questions that people have been asking. But also, let's look at some of the context that they put about what this saga is going to be about. If I can find it. Here you go. Domination, hatred, and revenge. A tournament full of twists. Now, revenge, I mean, I can understand that. I mean, with the rivalry between Kyo and Iori, that's just, you know, a down fight to the death each time, really. But really, no one in this tournament would really have the need for revenge, except for this final boss that we're shown later after this pops up. And then another thing that pops up within the title is a countdown to destruction by the will of a supernatural entity. So yeah, so this thing obviously hates everyone completely for reasons unknown to us. Is out for revenge and total domination, which means that it wants to destroy everything, possibly the world included, and then probably remake it all into its image and rule over it. Now, if anything, if we were to look at the previous KOF bosses to see who this would fit, revenge, hatred, and domination, let's just take a look. We have Rugal. He just wanted power. He wasn't trying to take over the world. He wasn't trying to destroy humanity. He just wanted power. Absolute power. Ganitz just wanted to reawaken Orochi. Orochi himself just wanted to destroy mankind so the earth could heal and recuperate. Chrysalid is alive, but had no intent on destroying the world. Clone Zero is dead. Original Zero is dead, sadly. Original Zero was my favorite villain, honestly. Ignis was a 55-year-old beautiful man, as it states in his bio, who wanted to be a god. And when he could not become a god after he got defeated by Kadash, he said he would instead turn into a demon and return all to nothingness. You know, that sounds pretty convenient to what this demon itself is all about. But after that we have Mukai, who just really tested humans to awaken Orochi. Magaki, who hated humans but only had the powers of space. And then Saku had the power of time and wanted to change history completely. mean, Saki hated humanity, but he did not want to destroy the world. He wants to remove all the humans so he can create a new race of beings and rule. And also he wanted to kill Orochi. But again, nothing too drastic. The only KOF villain really who wanted to destroy everything and rule everything was Ignis. Which is why his KOF 2002 theme song, 2002 Unlimited Match, was titled Save the Universe. Now before 2001, it was just called I Am the Strongest, which he was. But in 2002 Unlimited Match, it was Save the Universe. So you knew that the battle wasn't just for Earth or mankind, it was for the entire universe. And this demon itself seems to be a living representation of that. Now, you know, Ignis made his claim to becoming a demon right before his fiery demise. Well, let's just really think about it though. Demons aren't that uncommon in KOF from what we hear about. Look at Takuma Sakazaki, Rio and Yuri's dad. When he goes into his alter ego mode, Mr. Karate, he is what most people call a living demon, to the point that even Saki himself couldn't help but to respect him and acknowledge his power. And that says a lot coming from Saki, because Saki didn't show anyone respect in KOF 13. He hated on everyone and trash talk everyone. But we know that demons are not uncommon. In fact, Takuma himself says that mankind may not be able to turn to angels or gods or anything like that, but they can turn to demons and wreak all types of chaos and havoc. And that's what this demon is doing himself right here. In fact, that's basically the hint that Ignis gave us right before he died. So again, that this demon points to Ignis really as a whole. Now, another thing is, like I said, Ignis died in a fiery blaze of glory, I guess most people could say. And then look at this boss. This boss is literally on fire. Like is appearing on fire, just like Ignis was burning to death in his final moments. And the picture that we're actually given of the final boss, it is not burning whatsoever. But in this video, I'm guessing this is his pre-form before turning into his final form. He is burning, this or she, whatever thing it is. But this boss right here is burning brightly, like a star bright. But again, so could this be Ignis right here? Could this be Ignis finally as a demon that he said he would be? Now you could argue with that, because Kyo does say, is this the thing that my dad was talking about? Which means that this could be another supernatural entity of lore in Japan or China. Just like, Yamato no Orochi is a god in Japanese lore. Could this be a demon in Chinese lore, since SNK was bought by a Chinese company? I'm not quite sure. No one is sure at this moment. But people believe that this thing does in fact have some type of tied to Orochi, which is very possible. But I think it could have ties to both Orochi and Ignis, because I still think that this could be Ignis. And plus, Oda kind of gave us an Easter egg when talking about Antonov. Now, back in 2001, Oda was pretty excited about the ending of the Nest saga and the title that he gave Ignis, which was Lovable Ignis. Now in KOF 14, we have Antonov, who's being given the title Lovable Antonov. And as y'all know, Ignis was not lovable because he was super OP, super powerful, and was probably one of the hardest bosses in fighting games during their early 2000 era. In and now he's referring to Antonov as lovable, which we know is not the case. So again, that's an Easter egg that Oda himself gave us. But again, Kyo says that his dad was talking about this thing. So I'm guessing that this thing could have faced Sasyu Kusanagi to try and take him out, but obviously failed. Which means that Kyo's dad may make a cameo appearance, or just a reference as he is right now. And this thing is also gathering all hatred and lost souls into one spot. Now again, why gather so much power and all these things into one spot unless you're trying to awaken Orochi? I mean, it would make sense, because in this case, KOF 14 is this generation's KOF 94. The start of a brand new era of fighting games. So again, you have two possible outcomes here. And not only that, it seems like my theory about this being a demon plot or dragon plot really seems to be focusing on a demon plot type here. I mean, they're starting the saga off with a bang and very intense. Like, you know that the world itself is in danger, at risk. This thing wants to destroy everything and possibly recreate it so that it could rule. And again, the only boss I can think of who would have revenge and want to do that is none other than Ignis himself. So this could be an alternate dimension Ignis who, in his final moments of death, managed to become a demon and then travel to this time where the Ignis of the current dimension failed and died. And so this one came over to try and take over and succeed what he failed to do. Or this thing just may end up bringing back all previous KOF villains, which is a scary thought, because it obviously has the power to do that and bring people in from other worlds and other time periods. So that means we could see Rugal again, Ignis again, Ignis for sure, because he is definitely one of the most popular villains in the KOF franchise, right next to Rugal. And Saki, actually, because Saki has become incredibly popular among KOF fans. So this thing could play multiple roles, but I personally think that this thing could be Ignis, or it may have some type of relation. Because like I've already said that Sylvie is the daughter of Ignis in my final Remnants of Ness theory video. So again, this has more than a whole lot of outcomes. But right now, that's all I can really talk about, because that's all I can really bring up at the moment. But I do have two more theories that are coming out, because this will be a 3-part theory series right here. The next one is going to be about the official invitation team and what role they'll play, and the third one is a surprise. But yeah, so anyway, if you guys enjoyed the video and the theory, please hit that like and subscribe button. It really helped. And let me know what you guys think the story will be about in this case, because there are many windows. SNK has not given us much in detail about what the story is going to be about. So the door is really open, and at this point they've really been trying to crack down on all the theories that have been coming out, thanks to you guys and me and all of us just coming together to put all the pieces together. And SNK has been really trying to deny a whole lot of stuff, although evidence shows otherwise, and they know they can't deny a whole lot much longer. So you guys let me know what you think down in the comments below, and I love you guys. And also, I'm making my Twitter account much more active. You'll see it on my page, and I'll even put it in the description below. And there I'll give you guys hints of what the next theory will be about. It will be featured in Surprise Theory, and it's all future videos in general. You can go to Twitter to find out what I'll have in store next. But again, anyway, I love you guys. Have a great day, and I will see you guys soon. But anyway, peace out, guys.